First time I ever saw your face, I think I knew right then and there you were the one, you're the one. Every other memory you've erased. And now it seems so long ago, I'm not the man I was before. All my friends, they just can't believe that a man like me could just stop running around and settle down. Always trying to get me in them streets, but they don't know about the love we had. When I think about him, I feel sad. I don't give a damn about a thing, no. Baby, long as you put on this wedding ring, and wear it the rest of your life, ooh girl. And I just see you every morning when I open my eyes. And I just feel your heart beating beside me every night. And we just feel this way together till the end of all time. Can I just spend my life with you, baby? Every Sunday morning on my knees, giving thanks to God for what he's given me. Thank you, Jesus, all the woman any man could need. On your every word I can depend, my lover, and you're my best friend. All the girls be trying to get with me, baby, they could never do a damn thing for me, 'cause I found the love of my life. Oh, these open arms when no one else understands. Can we tell God and the whole world you're my woman? Tell everyone I'm your man. You're my girl. You just feel how much I love you with one touch of my hand. Has ever felt so wonderful. You are incredible, girl. And no deeper love have I ever known. You'll always stay in my life. And baby, I swear, now and forever, this love is true, girl, yeah, to you. I just see you every morning to me. Just feel your heart beating beside me every night. Can we just feel this way together till the end of all time? Can I just spend my life? 'Cause I love you, baby. Oh, can I just spend my life forever here with you? Yes, girl. Just spend my life. I don't care about a thing, long as you put on this wedding ring, yeah. Every Sunday morning on my knees, thank you, God, giving thanks to God for what he's given me. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Other girls be trying to get with me, they could never do a damn thing for me. No, no. Now all my friends, they really just can't believe that a man like me could just stop running around and settle down.
My. Goodness gracious. Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. You are tuned to the best station on the planet, the Radio Free 102.3 KJLH. Welcome inside the KJLH Quarantine Concert Series. Tonight we have the one and only Grammy nominated. Talk about superstar singer. Eric, you know I've been telling you this for years, man, since we met back in the 90s, boy. You're still one of my favorites. Give it up, everybody, for Mr. Eric Benet. Eric Benet, man, how you doing, my man?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm quarantining like the best of them, man.
You didn't think I had that one in the vault, huh?
Yo, let me tell you something. That version of that song is so dope. And I remember I did a version of that with the incredible Terry Dexter too.
Oh, really?
And yeah,
Okay.
there's a version of that one floating around with Terry Dexter on it. She sounds amazing on that.
That was back in the day, though. That was, what? How long ago was that? That was before Tamia, right?
That was before they had, like, air conditioning in cars, man.
Right. Hey, but listen.
This was like 90, what was it, like 98? 97 when I did?
Yeah, so this is before the one you did with Tamia, the version you did with Tamia.
Actually, no. It's like I did the version with Tamia first.
Okay.
And then, you know, that single, the original version took off like so crazy. And the people at Warner Brothers, they thought, you know what would be dope? If you put like a remix version of it out to give it even more love on radio so we can stay at number one even longer.
That record stayed at number one for so long. I mean, trust me, even today, you cannot have a wedding today without having that song on the playlist. You know that too.
I thank God every day, man. People still loving that song, and they still, you know, playing it at their weddings. And it's definitely one of the top Black wedding songs.
It's next to "Ribbon in the Sky," Stevie Wonder.
Woo!
You know it, bro.
Company to be in, man.
Next to Stevie Wonder in the Sky. Hey, so we're going to take a quick little break, man. We'll play my commercials, get them out the way, because there's some things that we're going to be talking about tonight. Not just music. I know you want to get some things off your heart, mind, and chest with everything that's going on. So I want to give you this platform to do that, my brother. All right?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Brief break, everybody. We're going to come back. It's my man Eric Benet live on the KJLH Quarantine Concert Series. I don't want anybody to move. Plus, if you want to see us, go to KJLHradio.com, or you can download the KJLH mobile app. We're there. But all of our folk tuned in, listening to us on the FM, thanks for joining us, all right, in your living room. All right, we're coming back. Mr. Eric Benet next, right here on KJLH. Don't move.
Radio Free 102.3 KJLH. This is a call to consciousness. We know that without justice, there is no true peace, but there is always wisdom. Killer Mike put it this way.
I didn't want to come, and I don't want to be here. I'm the son of an Atlanta City police officer. My cousin is an Atlanta City police officer. And my other cousin, East Point police officer. And I got a lot of love and respect for police officers, down to the original 8 police officers in Atlanta that even after becoming police had to dress in a YMCA because white officers didn't want to get dressed with certain. And here we are 80 years later. I watched a white officer assassinate a black man, and I know that tore your heart out, and I know it's crippling, and I have nothing positive to say because I don't want to be here, but I'm responsible to be here because it wasn't just Dr. King and people dressed nicely who marched and protested to progress this city and so many other cities. It was people like my grandmother, people like my aunts and uncles. So I'm duty bound to be here to simply say that it is your duty not to burn your own house down for anger with an enemy.
That's Radio Free Speech on 102.3 KJLH.
These are worrisome times, causing a lot of stress and concern, and being in debt to the IRS can certainly make matters worse. Thankfully, there's good news. Optima Tax Relief can help you resolve your tax debt over the phone and online. Don't go it alone. Optima's tax professionals can reduce the stress in your life by helping resolve your IRS problems right from the comfort of your own home. Optima is America's most trusted tax resolution firm, having resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients. And their award-winning team is ready to help you online and over the phone, even during these uncertain times. They'll stand between you and the IRS and fight to get you the best deal possible. All it takes is one call to start the process. Optima's tax associates are standing by. Take the first step toward putting your tax problems to rest. Call now for a free consultation.
Call 800-587-5688. 800-587-5688. 800-587-5688.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Ade Lamar here with some great news. Kia of Carson, the #1 volume Kia dealership in the USA, is fully open to help with all all of your automotive needs. They're making amazing deals on the entire inventory of new and certified pre-owned Kias. Whether you visit the dealership or get your car delivered, Kia of Carson will provide a safe and sanitized car shopping experience. Right now, you can get 0% APR for 72 months on the purchase of a brand new 2020 Kia, Sorento, Soul, Stinger, Sportage, and the 2019 Hybrid Nero. The best part? No down payment required. The #1 Kia dealer has the perfect car for you. Contact them online at KiaofCarson.com or head over to the Carson exit on the 405.
0% APR financing, no rebate, and approved above average credit from KMF. $13.89 per month per thousand finance. #1 claim based on KMF retail sales in 2019. Offer expires 7/6/20.
No one ever plans on being in an accident, but that car ran the light. And my accident left me with so many questions. Do I have the best medical care? What about my job, my car, insurance? I gotta call the Barnes firm. That was the best call I could have made.
At the Barnes Firm, we've handled thousands of accident cases. Our team works to answer all of your questions and help each client get the best result possible. Attorney John Sheehan is responsible for the content of this advertisement. West 5th Street, Los Angeles.
Have you wanted to speak a new language, but thought it would be too difficult? Then try Babbel. Babbel starts by teaching you words and phrases that gradually get more complex. Soon, you're practicing short conversations. So in 15 minutes a day, you'll be speaking a new language in a few weeks. Babbel is built around real life. It teaches you practical conversations that you will actually use. Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free. Just go to Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
For the ones we trust to always be there. For the ones caring for others. For the ones who keep things going, no matter where they are. In extraordinary times, extraordinary people step up, like the ones standing guard and standing on the front lines, and the ones who are staying apart while still working together. With your efforts, we will get through this. We're grateful for all you do. Visit Grainger.com for resources that can help as you create your recovery plan. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Build Dad's imagination with a gift from Lowe's this Father's Day. How about a backyard family grill-off? Fire it up and get grilling with the Char Griller Charcoal Grill. Perfect for families of all sizes, starting at just $99. Maybe a treehouse in the living room. Dads can do that. What about a smart home for a smart dad? The Ring Video Doorbell 3 is now only $169.99. Visit Lowe's in-store or online. Grill offer valid through 6/21. Ring offer valid 6/14 through 6/21 while supplies last.
Radio, chill. With 102.3 KJLH Radio Free.
All right, we're back, everybody. You're tuned to the KJLH Quarantine Concert Series. My name is Kevin Nash. My very special guest tonight, it's Eric Benet. Eric Benet. Hey, man, a few things before we get started. Now, I don't know if you know this, but you're absolutely one of my favorite vocalists of all time.
Wow, that's big, man. You don't do nothing but sit up and listen to music all day.
That's all I do. But listen,
I'm one of your favorites?
You're one of my favorites, man. And I know I've been telling you this for years, my brother, for years. Don't act like it's new. I've been telling you this since the 90s. You know what I'm saying? And number two, everybody wants to know, man. I know we're battling two concurrent pandemics right now. But how are you getting through this whole COVID-19 thing? How are you holding up?
Yo, man, this is a unbelievably unprecedented time, man. So I guess I've just been my wife, my family. We pay attention to science, right? So we try to stay updated on what the current medical and the health elites and the scientists advise, and that's pretty much what we stick to. So we pretty much just been minimal exposure. Like if you got to go to the grocery store, you know what I'm saying? Gotta at my studio, there's nobody there because it's my spot. So I'll have maybe one other person there with me who is just as hyper vigilant about the social distancing and everything. So we've just been staying safe, man. It's been, and that in itself causes all kinds of deprivation, sensory things.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's just like, being able to just like fellowship with people and hug people and
you're hypersensitive right now, right? So if you hear a little sneeze or a cough, you're like, wait a minute, I gotta go. I'm done. You can't come around yet.
You know, so it's like, but we'll make it through this. I mean, it may get a little worse before it gets better. It looks like everybody isn't necessarily adhering to the advice of specialists in other places of the country and even here in Los Angeles. So I think it's gonna, you know, I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer or be pessimistic, but I think these spikes that are happening, you know, I think that's a prelude to something that's going to be like round 2 of lockdown. Yeah. And then, you know, then we'll deal with it, man. We'll come out on the other side. But I just encourage everybody to please pay attention to the scientists and please, you know, as much as you can, wear masks. I'm somebody who I've been blessed and fortunate enough to travel the world for you know, doing this music thing. Yeah. You know, I was plucked from Milwaukee and all of a sudden I'm in places like Korea and Russia and Japan. And in Japan, ever since I've been going there, like 30 years ago, it's just like socially respectable to wear a mask, you know, with or without a pandemic, because you know, people there just have a different consciousness when it comes to respecting other people's space. So it's like a lot of times in those cultures, they'll wear the mask. Just if I got a little tickle in my throat, shoot, I'm gonna wear my mask.
The masking up, right?
Yeah. So I mean, I think we need to adopt that respect of everyone else's health here, and
because it's not over yet. Right. It's not over yet.
It ain't over yet. Folks getting all relaxed about things, and
because
this ain't over.
It's been 90 and 100 degrees outside. That's why. So they want to get in their bathing suits and Speedos and hit the beach all at the same time.
Everybody wants to do that. Right. Everybody. And the thing about this crazy disease is that they're still learning about how it affects us. What are the long-term effects? Right. You know, it was first believed that it didn't affect children. Found out that was a lie. People thought it didn't affect black people. That was crazy.
That was the very beginning. I remember that. We're like, hey man, we cool. You know?
Yeah, we good.
This is for the white folk. This is for the white folk, not us, right?
Man, your black ass about to get sick, man, if you don't mask up. Man.
Right, exactly. Now, going through that, and we watched the events, you know, the past 4 weeks or so unfold, and many of us wrestled with how to respond. Last week, we've been doing this quarantine concert series for the past 3 months now, right? And last week, I decided to put it on hold, and we had a great lineup last week as well, and I put it on hold because I didn't want this thing that we do to cause a distraction from our movement, you know? Yeah. Because at times, many times over the years, we've seen things like that happen to George Floyd and, you know, Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery, you know, and we slip it under the rug in 2 weeks, you know what I mean? So when a new song comes out, when a new beat is on, we forget everything. So I didn't want to cause any of that. Plus, I mean, I was dealing with some things internally myself. Like it was very, very difficult to do my job properly, you know, to bring joy and happiness and smiles to people's faces, playing some wonderful music every night, right? It was very, very difficult to do that because I was so angry inside, right? Now, the killing of George Floyd, Mr. Arbery, Breonna, you know, and many of our brothers and sisters that passed away this way, and rightfully brought an intense focus to issues of social injustice and racial inequity. Now, what do you believe the next step should be as far as coming up with the solution after the protest? Now we have the attention of the entire globe. In your opinion, I know you've been thinking about this. What should be the next step, or what should we should be talking about and thinking about at this moment?
You know what, man? I think what we're doing right now, we need to do more of this. We need to not let the subject change. Too often in the past, you know, like you said, this incredibly inhumane act of clear racial violence, brutality, death would happen. People would get mad. People would march. People would make demands. And then, I don't know, either some distraction would happen or we would just move on to the next crazy ass thing. But I think we just have to keep the conversation going, and we have to bring that conversation to the voting box, man. I mean, I think I've had too many conversations with people who seem to easily dismiss their power. I've heard too many times, man, it don't make no difference what you vote anyway, man. You know, your vote don't matter, man. You tripping if you think like you can change things. I mean, that mentality, the emotions that we have, that everyone is like so fired up right now and it's just anxious for change. We need to keep that energy. We need to keep that energy in November. And we need to just, we need to make our voices heard, man. We need to like, I mean, there are too many politicians who have tried to straddle the fence on justice, who have tried to like distract and change the subject. We just can't let that happen, man. I mean, we got them in numbers. It's just realize the power. Take that to the voting box, and that's where change can happen, man.
Let me ask you this, man, and it's okay to be as real and raw, you know, as you can on the radio. Watching that video of that officer choke the life out of our brother, George Floyd. Describe the emotions that you had watching that for the very first time. And I'm sure that video was probably running through your brain, through your mind, your imagination, 24/7.
In full transparency, I knew I had to watch it, but I could only watch it one time because my reaction was just so visceral and traumatic, obviously, to see this brother whose life meant absolutely nothing to that officer. And the body language of the officer was just as if he was squashing a roach, as if he was swatting a mosquito. He had his hand in his pocket and his knee on his neck, and there's all kind of metaphorical things about the knee on the neck that are just bring up hundreds of years of oppression. But it was just the blatant disregard for humanity, and he just knew that he could do this with impunity. Like, I'm a cop, I'm white, this annoyance under my knee, I'm gonna just have to take care of them. And I don't care that there's people all around me filming right now, because there's most likely not going to be any consequences for me. You know, that kind of just flippant impunity, it brought me to a rage of tears. You know, that those tears that come, well, you are sad, but it's more because you're raging.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I think that was my visceral reaction when I forced myself to watch the entire video. And the fact that the systematic, this kind of lack of respect for human life, for Black life, is what this country is founded on.
Yeah, yeah.
And it is the boulder that we have been trying to push up the hill, ever
hundreds
since
of years.
We were kidnapped.
Yeah.
And brought here.
Yeah.
So, it always seems like that boulder, we make some progress. We get it up 20, 30, 40 feet, and the boulder just rolls back, and then we got to start all over again. But, that speaks to our resilience, that speaks to our strength as a people, and that speaks to what we are capable of.
Yeah.
So that, I don't think, I like to think that Mr. George Floyd, I optimistically like to think that his death will not be in vain.
It won't.
I like to think that there is a whole new life to the movement of change, and I find some solace in that thought.
I've been calling him our modern day Jesus Christ.
That's big.
I mean, you've seen a whole bunch of change so far. We had a few victories over the past week or so, so far, and I do believe more to come. Reading through the things that are trending, I wrote these things down today. This is the latest trending report. Speaking of change, came out this morning. Trending topics. The Grammys changed name of Urban Contemporary category to Best Progressive R&B Album. Number 2, TV show Cops canceled at Paramount Network. Number 3, Twitter and Square make Juneteenth a company holiday. Twitter and Square, Square, the financial company. Walmart will stop locking up black hair products. This is what's trending today.
That shit used to trip me out, man. Seeing them all locked up.
Right, let's see, number 5, Christopher Columbus statues destroyed in Boston.
That's a great thing.
And number 6, HBO Max temporarily removes Gone with the Wind and will add a denouncement of racist depictions. The things that was trending since 8 o'clock this morning.
Those are positive steps. I mean, those are baby steps. I'd like to feel like I don't have to worry about me and none of my friends getting yanked out of our car by some trigger happy cop who can do these things because of a system that has no transparency on cops who have emotional issues or disciplinary issues. They don't reveal that stuff.
They don't, and it is very obvious. Not only do that, not reveal it, they don't deal with it at all.
Yeah, they don't. They just been brushing it under the proverbial rug ever since cops have been cops.
Yeah.
And thank God for smartphones, man, because it's almost like white people are getting to see that we weren't BSing.
Right.
Like, it's like, oh, you guys are just making a big deal out of, I get pulled over too. It's no big deal. Yeah, but you don't have to worry about dying.
Right.
And they've always assumed that this was some type of exaggeration of a very dark reality. But now they can see, like, oh, maybe they were telling the truth.
Yeah. Listen, if you're just tuning in, everybody, I'm talking to Eric Benet. Eric Benet, if you just happen to tune in to 102.3 Radio Free KJLH. Of course, you guys want to hear music. We're going to play some more of his music. But as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and play something from your catalog. It's up to you, Eric. Which song do you like to perform? Going back, remembering when you was on stage 4 months ago, right before COVID-19. Like, what was that song you were like, man, I cannot wait to take my shoes off and really get in. We get in real good on this one right here. What song is that?
There's a couple of them, man, but one of the most fun songs to perform. Because every time I sing this song, it is challenging.
Okay.
Because there's a note in this song that if I don't hit, I look like a fraud. So I know, okay, I'm going to have to hit this damn note. And some nights I'm talking to my band like in the dressing room before I go out, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I can get it tonight, but I don't know where it comes from. Every night I'm able to do it. So, right. And the audience loved it. Sometimes I cry.
That's all right. Man, that's crazy. You know what? Because it's a trip. I don't have them all right here, right? But I do have that song already ready to go.
You better.
Man, listen, did we discuss this?
Not at all.
We didn't, right?
Not at all.
Goodness gracious. Here we go. Y'all check him out, y'all. My man, Eric Benet, and Sometimes I Cry, right here on KJLH.
Since you walked away from me, since all of our scattered dreams were just thrown away, I'm finally getting back to what I used to be. Shared my pain with my family. Think I'm on my way. I can sleep at night. I don't reach for you when I wake up, no. But it's taken some time. Yeah. I can live my life without praying that we could make up. I'm moving on, I'm feeling strong inside, but sometimes I cry when I'm all alone with this heart of mine. Ooh, sometimes I cry, baby. Although you've been gone for a long, long time. Ooh, yeah. I heard you're moving in with someone new. I hope all your dreams come true. And you'll both be happy, yeah. Been long enough for me to take a look around. I met a girl, we've been hanging out. She's been good for me. But when we're making love, she don't take me there like you used to. And it hurts when I lie, baby. Help me understand how to push you out, forget you, and let you go. 'Cause Lord knows I've tried, yeah, but sometimes I cry, baby, I've been hurting for a long, long time. Yes, I have, baby. Sometimes I cry, baby. Ain't nothing working for this pain of mine. Ooh. I'll just have to fake it until I can make it. There's a smile on my face, yeah, but I'm broken inside. Yeah, sometimes I cry when I'm all alone, when I'm all alone with this heart of mine. Yeah.
I think I know which note you're talking about.
Yeah, man. And see, if I don't hit that note, every time I sing that song, people will throw stuff at me. They'd be like, fraud.
Man, listen. I would think that would be the last song you would sing, right? Because it seemed like you would sing your throat out, like your throat wouldn't be the same.
But see, that's a very good question. See, it can't be the last song. You have to be very strategic where you put that song in the set. Like it can't be the first one or the first two,
right? Of course,
because your voice got to warm up, and it's such a big song. It can't be the last song because your voice by the end of the show is too tired to hit that next.
Exactly, man.
So
exactly.
you got to put it somewhere close to the end.
Hey, did you ever have like a backup plan? Like, hey, man, I need for you to hit the synthesizer, go up real high on that synthesizer on that part, just in case. If you see me struggling, if I give you a signal like this, that means I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to hit it. All right, back me up, man.
I never relied on the backup plan. I just made sure I paced myself, and it's like, okay, I know the song is coming, and when I'm in the song, I'm like, I know the note is coming.
Right.
So you just gotta pace yourself and do it.
Oh, it's all good, man. I'm telling you, man, you're one of the best, man. You did it, boy. You showed up, did that with y'all. Hey,
Thank you,
I know we're running out of time, man. This time is going by so fast. That's why I want to get into the real nitty-gritty early.
Yeah, man.
So during this time of shifting and pivoting, I do believe that God has given us some space to kind of work some things out in advance, like to come up with a plan, for post-COVID, right? Now, we know that the normal that we're used to, no longer.
That's gone, man.
It's done. It's done and over with.
That's gone.
So tell me this, man. So especially doing this movement, I mean, do you have any plans? I mean, are you shifting and pivoting and moving and being more of an activist, motivational speaker? I mean,
I think I am.
What is the spirit telling you? What is the spirit telling you to do?
The spirit is telling me to speak. The spirit is telling me to speak whenever I have an opportunity to call out BS, to call out racism, whether it's on Twitter or social media or anywhere else. Do it. I have some things in the works that I can't really go too much in detail because dates aren't finalized, but I'm creating a platform. A platform with some pretty incredible people. For lack of a better term, I'll call it a show, an internet show, a series.
Okay.
And it'll be a platform to discuss topics that need to be in the light. That, remember, when we first started talking, we just said, look, we can't let the energy chill. We can't let this fired up, ready to fight for what's right. We can't let that come down. So I'm working with a group of people. Dang, it's like I feel like I want to tell you details, but I can't. But
I understand.
I'm working with some people right now where I'm going to have that platform, and the way to do it, that's going to be entertaining, that's going to be fun, but it's also going to be very conscious. And I've been feeling not only my purpose and my voice becoming stronger through this strange historic time that we're in, but also my creativity. My creativity has just been exploding, from songs to a film that I'm working on, to other films that I will be working on after this one. If it wasn't for COVID, I would have wrapped a film that I was producing with a very talented director, Mr. Devin Hampton. And I also, one of the producers of the blockbuster hit movie Bohemian Rhapsody, is producing this film. It's an original story of mine, and it deals with this opioid struggle that we're going through.
Yes, sir.
It It deals with, it's a very human story about retribution for when you've made a complete mess of your life. There's always a chance for you to make things right.
Yeah.
There's always a chance for you to make the next right step after you've pretty much decimated your you've done a really good job of decimating your life.
Mm-hmm.
There's always an opportunity to change and do right and be well. So we would have been, that movie would have been wrapped by now, but everything happens for a reason. Hopefully we will be able to resume production by the fall.
Yeah.
And but with that film, there's so many songs. It's not a musical. It's a very human, interpersonal like drama. But there's a lot of music in this movie, and I've been writing this music with some incredibly talented people, musicians and writing partners and producing partners, and I can't wait to share this.
Man, I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to hear this. I know it's incredible. And this is what I've always known about you, man. I think our first interview, you probably don't remember that. I think it was like the late 90s, maybe 97. You came out.
What was you, 17 years old?
I think I probably was at that time, right? You came out to one of my schools. It was called Breakaway Technologies. And this is before internet radio was even popular. I think we were like one of the first ones, like in 97, to test this technology. At this school called Breakaway Technologies. They were teaching computers literacy to seniors at the time. So they brought me in to test this new technology called internet radio, right? Wow. So you came out for the interview, but it was a gospel show you came on. It was gospel. We were talking about, things relating to spirituality, and the God. So I know that the great I am lives within you, my brother. You know what I mean? And with that, he has given you this creative spirit, this creative energy. So it won't stop. It won't ever stop. And he has preserved your life, kept you here for this appointed time. Everything happens for a reason. See, God is sovereign. He is God all by himself. He is in full control of everything, So once the soldiers get the word, it's time to go. It's time to go. I need you because you're my vessel. They're going to go. And this is the whole COVID-19. He's given us a break to prepare for the next stage, for the next move. And that's what's going on with you.
You just said some big stuff, man. You just touched on something really, really big, because obviously we've lost so many people. That long list of Mr. George Floyd and but also Kobe and so many people that we lost, where you have to just take a moment. You just have to say, God, like, why did you take them? Like, why them? But the reason is because that journey, as painful as no sense as it makes sometimes, that journey did what it was supposed to do.
Right.
But we are still here because there's so much work that you, Mr. Nash, have to do, I have to do, and everybody out there who can hear us right now is still alive, still breathing oxygen, because God wants you here for a purpose.
Yes.
And that purpose is positive. That purpose is to fight for love. That purpose is to fight for truth. And that purpose is to fight for equity of your people and all people. And that's why you're still here.
Yeah.
That's why you're still here. So
you preaching now, Rev. You preach. Listen, I knew it. All we need is an organ. All we need is an organ. If I had my organ player, see, I'm quarantined myself. If we had the organ player right here, I'm telling you. Can I get a B flat, please? Get it down to B flat.
I'm gonna have to raise it up.
Right. Eric, man, listen, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just want to like, if we didn't drive that point home already, you touched on, that's a big point, man. Like, everybody who can hear our voice right now, You are here for a purpose. You're here for a reason. And look at all the calamity, the mess in the world right now. And that reason should be loud and clear to you what your purpose is here for.
Right. And time is a commodity, man. It's still very valuable. I'm not looking at this day as doomsday at all. You know, is that how am I going to invest the time that God has given me while I'm here? I don't believe in death. I do believe that we transition to a whole new dimension. You know, even scripture says in my Father's house, there are many mansions. I look at that in my Father's house, there are many dimensions. You get what I'm saying? So we transition to the next phase, to the next dimension, you know, but we never die, especially if the great I am, the Spirit of God, dwells within us. You know,
and that's never die.
Never die. Never. We would never, ever die. You know, I want to give you a moment, man, to speak from the heart to the people who love you and support you, who probably pray for you daily, you know, that you're on their prayer list on a daily basis. I just want to give you the floor, man, just to kind of speak some life and kind of help build their faith.
So I am a person who wakes up every day just grateful that I have an opportunity to live, to love, and just say how appreciative I am for this incredibly celestially improbable, like mathematically, if you look at the laws of probabilities, we shouldn't be alive right now. Earth shouldn't be the perfect distance from the sun so that we have the perfect heat level, the oxygen, like the numbers don't add up. It's like, but yet we're here. So I'm one of those guys who just like wakes up every day so grateful that I'm able to live the way that I can. I'm able to have this loving family that I can, that I have. And one of the main reasons why I'm able to live this way is because people out there from an early on in my adult life believed in me or found something in my music or my voice that made them feel something that they needed or they were drawn to. And I can't put into words the amount of gratitude I have for that, man. It's like I have the same, you know, that appreciation you feel the first time you hear about some amazing news. I feel that way every day when I think about the fact, like, I'm still here. I'm still able to like do something that I love. I'm still able to touch people in a positive way. God is allowing me to still wrap my arms around my children, my wife, my sisters, my dear friends, and just look them in the eyes and tell them I love them. I mean, what an incredible gift that is, man. And so I basically stay in a state of, as a black man, I'm either in a state of rage or I'm in a state of gratitude. Yeah. So, you know, I'm trying to be more grateful, and I'm trying to channel that rage into more positivity. And
well, I know it's coming. I know it's coming, man. I cannot wait to see your new stage. You know,
thank you.
Let me ask you this: so on the new stage that's coming, you gonna be wearing shoes or not?
I think I'm gonna be a little more bare feet in this new in Eric Benet. It ain't 2.0 now. It's probably like 5.2.
Right.
You know, or 7.0 now. It's Eric Benet 7.0.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I think I'm gonna have to go back to the bare feet, man.
Got to go back, brother. Got to go back, man. That's classic right there, man.
Sometimes you got to go back to go forward, man.
Hey, man, again, so thank you so much for accepting our invitation, brother, man, and talk about a wonderful conversation. And like I said, man, you're still one of my all-time favorite vocalists and always will be.
God bless you.
And we will continue to support you here at KJLH, my brother.
Mr. Nash, you a real one, man. You a real one, bro.
I try my best, man.
Yes, sir.
So Gene, my man Gene Noble is coming up next, everybody. He's got this hot new song. As a matter of fact, Eric, say hello to Gene.
Hey, what's up, G?
Yo, what up?
What up, man? Congratulations on the success, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, and Gene can hit
Don't
them.
don't let it go to your head, young blood, man.
Hey, and Gene can hit them high notes too, Eric. So
I love it.
Not like that. Not like
he said, not like Eric's. Right. All right, cool, everybody. So we're coming back. We'll talk to Gene Noble. He's ready to perform his hot new songs and everything, and we'll say goodbye to Mr. Eric Benet. Eric, thank you, my brother, man. We love you with our full heart, my brother. Thanks for joining us.
All right, my man. Later,
audience, don't move. Y'all keep it here with Radio Free 102.3 KJLH, the KJLH Quarantine Concert Series, brought to you by U.S. Bank. U.S. Bank. Thank you, U.S. Bank. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC. Y'all keep it here at KJLH.
Greetings. This is Brian Franklin, founder of BAMWay.net. If you are one of the over 35 million people that have filed for unemployment, you should join BAMWay.net to learn how to use some of your stimulus money to increase your cash flow and get maximum tax benefits. Text the keyword BAM to area code 323-451-5050. I didn't say call, I said text the keyword BAM to area code 323-451-5050. BAMWay.net. Don't wait, go to BAMWay.net now. I'm Brian Franklin, and I approve this message. BAM, BAM, BAM.
I never planned on being in an accident, but that truck didn't stop. The truck accident left me with so many questions. Do I have the best doctors? What about my car? The medical bills? Work? I need help. I gotta call the Barnes firm. That was the best call I could have made.
At the Barnes firm, we've handled thousands of accident cases. Our team works to answer all of your questions and help each client get the best result possible. Attorney John Sheehan is responsible for the content of this advertisement. West 5th Street, Los Angeles.
Radio chill. With 102.3 KJLH, Radio Free.
All right, we're back, everybody. You're tuned to the KJLH Quarantine Concert Series. My name is Kevin Nash, and very special thanks going out to our very first special guest, Mr. Eric Benet. We have to transition now to a brand new artist who's been doing this thing for years. To my understanding, he's been writing for a whole lot of people. Let me go through the laundry list of people that he wrote for. Top musicians like Chris Brown, Jason Derulo, Faith Evans. I mean, that's just to name a few. He's been on tour with Usher, Sting, Shaggy, Chris Brown, Jay-Z, Alicia Keys, Lauryn Hill, Jill Scott, and that's just to name a few. I'm talking about my dear brother, Mr. Gene Noble. Welcome to the program, my brother.
What up, man? Thank you for having me.
Hey, man. Yeah, man, listen, I love your vibes, man. I love your music, your voice, and you look like you're about 9 years old, man, so I don't know when you got started, man. I mean, how old were you then? Like maybe 3, 2, what?
I definitely started young, but yeah, man. You know what's great? I'm just tripping out. I was saying earlier, I'm tripping out, like actually like seeing you talk, because I'm just so used to hearing your voice all the time, so it doesn't seem like it's real that I'm watching you say what you're saying.
That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, my brother. Hey, listen, so I don't want to run out of time. I know we tried to get some videos synced up and this and that, but you're the type of artist who know how to do this thing live, right?
Yeah, man. I'm ready. I got my looper. We in.
Yeah, you know how to do it live. We've been playing your single, man, Too Many Lost, for the past couple of weeks or so. And you just recently got signed to a big major record company, right?
Yes, Hidden Beach.
Hidden Beach. Man, that's big. Congratulations, man. So tell us about your journey first before you get into your music. Tell us about your journey. And this has always been a dream of yours, man, to do music and to write, produce, perform.
Yeah, man, always. I've been doing this since I was a kid. I grew up like singing in church and everything like that. And then I started writing for other artists. And then I started touring with a bunch of different artists. And, now I have the opportunity to do my own thing. And I'm super excited to get my voice out there.
Yeah, I feel you, my brother. All right, so for the audience, man, what song you going to do for us first?
I'm going to do Too Many Lost. It's a little bit different version than what's playing on the radio, which I appreciate. Thank you so much for showing it love. And but I'm gonna do a different version now, like a live version.
Okay, cool. Well, the floor is yours, man. You got it. Go ahead, bro.
All right,
Mr.
cool.
Gene Noble, everybody, put your hands together. The KJLH Quarantine Concert Series.
You want war, I want peace, but I'll fight you in these streets. If it means one less mother's gotta cry tonight. I got hope, you got guns, and they're pointing at my sons. So I gotta switch up real quick or I won't survive. We can know just that you take too much. If you keep pushing till I'm back up against the wall. No. The same man you want from me is gonna be your fault. How much more could we take till we rise up and say too many lost? Show respect for my life, and we all will survive. Yeah, too many lost. Everybody right here say, too many lost. Way too many lost. And I don't have enough to cheat, and I don't have a prayer to speak, but I got a promise to keep, Ooh. I wanna call this place my home, but I just don't feel safe alone. Imagine how that takes a toll, I know just this. Oh, you keep pushing till I'm backed up against the wall. I know I've been saved up every life to take. The same thing you want from me is gonna be your fault. How much more could we take till we rise up and say too many lost? Show respect for my life, and we all will survive. Too many lost. Way too many lost. Way too many laws. I hope you know karma's gonna come back around, and everything you do to us gonna bring it down. Yeah. The powers that be all want us to divide when we should be standing side by side. Hey, too many laws, yeah. Show respect for my life, and we all will survive. Ooh, too many laws, yeah. How much more could we take till we rise up and say too many laws? Ooh. Show respect for my life, and we all will survive. Too many laws.
My. Goodness gracious. To my understanding, Gene, that you didn't write this song this year. That this is a song that you wrote some time ago, right?
Yeah, Stephon Clark.
It's been the same instances over and over. It's like it's been repeating itself every 3 to 4 weeks, right? So what inspired that song? What incident inspired that one?
That one was inspired by Stephon Clark.
Wow.
I got in the studio with Gordon Campbell, and we had no intentions of writing like a song about police brutality or anything like that. We walked in the studio, and just black man to black man, we just literally sat there and just started venting, just talking about everything that was happening. And as we started talking, this song started emerging. And the crazy part about this record is it's only been out a few weeks, and in those few weeks, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, Sean Reed, George Floyd, of course, the biggest one. But it's like it's I never expected that it would be like that. So,
it's like the same song applies to each one. You know what I mean?
Same song.
No matter what year, it could be 2000, 2010, 2015, and now 2020. The same song applies, my brother. Hey, we love it here at KJLH too. The response has been outrageous, and man, such a phenomenal, not just a phenomenal vocalist, but also a phenomenal writer too. So from my heart, I say thank you for putting that one out, my man. And for the folk who want to get it, where can they get it? It's out everywhere, right?
Everywhere, all platforms, anywhere you stream your music, anywhere you get your music, you can get it. It's called Too Many Lost. That's the Stand Together mix. And actually, the version that I created today for KJLH, I'm gonna figure out putting that out too. So
okay,
the version is gonna be out too.
And I see that contraption you have there, man. So what is that? It's a sampler and mixer the same.
Yeah.
What is that? So
it's a looper.
So you did this on the fly. So tonight you just did it on the fly. That's crazy.
So yeah, it's a looper. I can loop my voice, so each time it comes around, I can add another harmony or add another part, and I can fade stuff in and out. Okay. I'm getting better with it.
Gotcha. It's nice, man. You want to do one more for us, or you prepared for it? You sure?
Another one?
Okay, cool. Yeah. Give us one more, and then we'll wrap things up. We're past 10 o'clock right now, but
okay.
Yeah, right. We're good. We'll take your time. We got time, man. Stevie's cool. I know Stevie might be listening right now. Thank you, Stevie, for giving us some time. Everybody, my brother right here, put it together for Gene Noble right here on KJLH. Do your thing, baby.
Or whatever it is, y'all.
I was trying to think if what we got is something called love. Made me leave the petty shit behind and really grow up. I'm not trying to flex, but sex is better cause we roll up. Long before we even touched, I loved you like my homie. Escalated quickly to the point I called you soulmate. You're so many things all rolled in one. I call you combo play. Whatever they call us, baby, I'll take whatever it is. 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 Family started tripping when they found out we're together, till they started realizing that I make you better. We ain't really planned it, but I'm so damn glad I met you. Talked about you to my best friend and she started crying. Asked her what she saw and she said she couldn't describe it. I know it's real cause the same thing happened to me, but it's definitely something I need. Whatever it is, 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 whatever, whatever it is. Whatever it is. Baby, I love it, yeah. I love it, I love it. Whatever it is. I love it, I love it. I love it, I love it. I love it, baby. Whatever it is. Whatever it is.
Man, you need something to protect your eyes, man. You need something because I'm sure once you perform that song, man, the ladies gonna be throwing panties at you like crazy. You know what I mean? So you gotta protect your eyes, man. They gonna put an eye out. Man, good stuff, good stuff. Give it up one more time, everybody, for G Noble. G Noble. Now, we heard the first single, man, so I'm sure the album is soon to follow.
Yes, it's soon to follow. The next single is called Matching Tattoos, which you have. So
okay.
Yeah, and then after that, the EP is coming out. You know, so I'm excited about that.
Hey man, I'm so happy for you, my brother, man. And plus, you're working with my family too, the Plumbers, man. That's cool. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
to Larry and Dad, my peoples. Yes.
Hey, so I want to give you the opportunity, man, just like I gave Eric Benet tonight. I want to give you the floor, man, just to kind of speak to the folk. You know, it's a lot of people suffering right now, and you know, I do believe that we do need some spiritual soul food to kind of keep this movement going. We need words of encouragement, you know, something they can draw strength from. So if you can muster up something from the heart, man, to talk to your fans, to talk to your friends, people who support you, who's going to support you, what would you like to say to them?
Man, I would like to say to everybody, just stay focused, stay determined, like we're getting small wins, but let's just stay focused because it's actually a long journey, you know what I mean? It's a long road. And I mean, really, it's a long road till we can get 4 or 5 out. And really, there's no changes till 4 or 5 is out for real. So realistically, we got to keep this same energy all the way up to November, all the way up to the polls, just be determined, and be focused and keep that energy and just take light and take heart in the fact that the wins are coming. Even though they might be small, the wins are coming. So if we just stay focused and everybody stay together and, just stay united.
Yeah. Stay consistent and persistent. You know what I mean? There we go. All right, Mr. Gene Noble, man. Hey, thank you for accepting my invitation, my brother. Thank you for coming on. Love you, my man. That talent of yours, man, is incredible. Keep up the great work, man. Once this COVID-19 crap is over, can't wait to come out to one of your concerts, man, to support your music, brother.
Thank you, man.
All right. You're welcome, y'all. Hey, so that was it, everybody. My man, Eric Benet and Gene Noble. Great, fantastic show tonight. The KJLH Quarantine Concert Series brought to you by U.S. Bank. Thank you so much, U.S. Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. All right, so we're out.
102.3 Radio Free, KJLH Compton, Los Angeles, Long Beach, and Inglewood. Broadcasting live from the 1-800 The Law 2 studio and the KJLH mobile app. 2.3 Radio Free, KJLH.